Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms and QR codes together to make your data more digital. So one thing that you can do in your classroom is you can create QR codes that are linked to a Google form. So the Google form is where you would put like the student's name and then what you're working on. So this one says Cindy will answer WH questions. So my Google form has the date. So it would include the date and then how many they got correct. So we would say like if you're doing it out of 10, you could say she got between 0 or 10. So I went ahead and created some responses so just so you guys could see how it looks. So this is what it looks like. It shows my email and then it shows the date, and I just picked all of last week, and then it shows how many they got correct each time. So this will export into a data sheet for you, an Excel or a sheet, Google Sheets sheet. And you can see the number correct as well as like the time and the date and that sort of thing. So you can use this as your data, just like what we've been talking about. Give it just a second, it's loading. So just what we did before with creating a graph, you can insert, do chart, and this is automatically a way to create your graph, and you've collected all of your data virtually. So you didn't even have to, or not virtually, but digitally. You didn't have to print off a data sheet. You don't have to do anything like that. You can make a line graph and edit it, make it look nice. You can do a bar graph. So basically what you do is you create these QR codes and you scan them with your iPhone or iPad. I think Android probably does it too. I'm not 100% sure. But if you have like a classroom device, you can scan the QR code and it will automatically take you to the form. And so after you scan the QR code, this is what your para or student would see. So they can do today's date. They can put in, I got 5 right today, submit, all done. Data's done. And what you get is you get this automatically updates itself. So this is the one that I just did right here. And it will update on your graph for you. So this makes it where, like the bathroom data sheet, you could post this in the bathroom. You could have, let's see, you could say Cindy's bathroom data sheet. Date, number of steps correct. We could say 9, submit, and it automatically updates on your graph. Oh, there we go. So there it is right there. Automatically updates. It's already graphed for me. How awesome is that? You don't even have to do anything. You just scan this, type in your answers on your Google form. Like when you scan this, it will say like open link, and it automatically takes you to the correct link. So one way that it's super useful is if you are if you have a transition goal, you can have a QR code posted to the outside or the inside. You could put the student's name on the QR code or their number so that when the para scans it, it automatically opens that student's form to collect their data, and you can automatically be graphing everything that's updated. So you always have updated data when you use the QR code like this, or Google Forms in general. You could have like their overall goal data sheet. You could have it linked to the Google form. You can make it where every time you enter data, you can click on it and it automatically takes you to the Google form so that you never have to like enter the information into Google Sheets to graph it. It definitely makes it very quick and easy, and you can create this graph however you would like, just like in the tutorials for graphing. So you can change the titles, you can change all of the necessary components to make it look just like you want it, like you want it to look. I definitely suggest playing around with this. It's very cool, very easy to make. And there's some form things that you can do that make it where it automatically graphs it for you as well. So just play around with it, see what you find out. So one example of a form and GR code that you could use, or QR code you could use, is in the bathroom. So you could post the QR code in the bathroom, and you could, or outside of the bathroom, and you could say bathroom. We could call him Bob bathroom. So on this one, you would do your date. It automatically formats that for you. Do a plus, and then steps complete. There we go. And you could do, on this part, you would do a number between 0 and 10. And you can make these both required so they don't get skipped, just like that. And then if you are ready to send it, you can send this way. You can get a link, and you can shorten that link. You can copy it, and you can paste it in your data sheet or wherever you keep track of them. You can shortcut them or bookmark them on your tab if you use like a collective computer, something like that. And this is where you take the link and you create it into a GR or QR code, like on a free website. There's many of them that create QR codes for you, and you just print off that code. So then when you go to take the data, you can say today's date, and you can say he completed 7 of the steps, submit. My response has been recorded. So now as a teacher, I can go in and look at my responses. Like we talked about, we can create a spreadsheet for them, and then we can graph them. So just like that, it literally took 3 minutes, if even, for me to create the form and create a spreadsheet where the data is already entered, and you could easily create a graph with another 1 or 2 minutes. So just showing you guys how easy that can be to enter your data so that you're not having to physically enter each number and graph it as well. The computer can do it all for you. So even if you use one of the data sheets like what we've been talking about, if you use one of these data sheets right here, you can put your totals in there. So let's say that Bob got, hold on, it's loading. So Bob got 16 out of 20. You saw that on your printed data sheet. You could enter that on your form here, and it would go ahead and update your graph for you. So it's just a way to simplify things and for you to actually use them in your classroom, because that's the whole point of data collection, is for you to use it and to analyze it and make decisions based on it.